What's up, NHL fans? Welcome to the NHL playoff first round preview. How's it going, folks? It's been a while. The NHL playoff starts tonight, Wednesday night, on April 11th, 2012. The regular season was great. We've seen some great milestones. You look at Steven Stamkos getting 60 goals. You look at Henrik Lundqvist making some new records. Players like Julia Theodore having awesome years, getting the Florida Panthers back to the playoffs. First time in 12 years. First time they've ever won the division in their history. So, I think it's the best they've played in years. They're not the greatest team ever, but they're one of my favorites to maybe have a shot at the Lord Stanley's Cup. I don't think the Devils are going to sweep them for nothing. I think it's going to be a long series. It could go 7 games, but you never know. Anything can happen in this game, and anything can still happen in this game. You just got to believe in your ability to go in there and score big goals. So we look at the next series, Washington-Boston. Well, I think Alexander Ovechkin's going to get a hat trick tonight. I think they play tonight or tomorrow, but when he does play against Boston, he'll get a hat trick. I think Semin will step it up. Their goaltending will step it up. Will shut down Boston. I'm taking Washington in 5 games. And with Florida and New Jersey, I'm taking Florida in 6 games. We got the big game tonight between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. 7 games, war of attrition between these two teams. Teams of Pennsylvania, 2 teams that don't like each other, have never liked each other in each city. As a matter of fact, the Eagles versus Steelers, or Phillies versus the Pirates. It's always been a rivalry, and I guess it always will be a rivalry between these 2 great teams. So expect a very interesting game between these 2 teams. I think it's going to be physical with Crosby, Malkin. You see them talking behind the scenes to reporters, coaches getting on one another. It's going to be a feisty series, but it's going to be very good for the fans and very good for the players. I know I've seen a lot of these games over the years, but I gotta admit, they're always fun to watch. They really are. So, you never know. It should be good for you fans out there that love these games. So, expect the unexpected in this one. Now we move to the Rangers and the Ottawa Senators. I think the Rangers are going to sweep Ottawa, but Ottawa's a very good team. They had an amazing year. Craig Anderson has played good. The young Carlson kid, he's showed that he's the real deal. He's probably going to win the Norris Trophy this year. If he can play like that in the playoffs, Rangers are in big trouble because, man, that guy has some of the best ice vision I've ever seen for a defenseman. He can really make that long-range pass. Milan Mahalik is a guy you got to watch out for in this series. Jason Spezza, of course. Daniel Alfredsson, the captain. He's looking to win a Stanley Cup. Get back there for the first time in like 5 years since 2007 against the Ducks. So it's going to be tough to call. It's going to be a very tough series, but I think the Rangers will pull it off in 4. Sorry, Ottawa fans. Sorry, Ottawa. It's going to be over in 4 games. Sorry to say. Now we move to the Western Conference, and we take a look at the Vancouver Canucks and Los Angeles Kings, 1 versus 8. Well, this is going to be a war of attrition. This is going to be between 2 teams have played each other in the playoffs the last few years, and I don't know which way it's going to go. It could go either way. It's all up to the goaltending. Luongo, Jamie Quick, could be Corey Schneider, could be Jonathan Bernier. But if Vancouver are going to get through LA, it will be Luongo. If they throw Schneider in net, they'll lose the series, I guarantee you. But I think Vancouver might pull this out in 5, but if LA wins tonight, LA in 6. So it could go either way in this first round. If LA wins tonight, they get a split, they win it in 6. If Vancouver wins tonight, they win it in 5. LA probably will get a win at home and bring it back to Vancouver. Vancouver wins it at home. So that's my analysis on this series. Daniel Sedin may not be a big difference in this series, so we'll just have to see which way it goes. But it should be a very interesting series. It should be a lot of hits. Should be a lot of everything. Everything that you want to see in a playoff series, it's going to happen in this series. Now we move to the St. Louis Blues and the San Jose Sharks, a series that I'm going to be watching for sure. I think San Jose will sweep the St. Louis Blues in 4 games. You know why? In the regular season, St. Louis did dominate San Jose 4 games straight, but I think that Uniemi is going to play better, and most of the superstars on this San Jose Shark team will step their game up to the next level. I look at Joe Thornton, I look at Patrick Marleau, um, um, Martin Havlat, Logan Couture. I mean, Joe Pavelski. These are guys that need to step their game up, and they will step their game up. Brett Burns looks like he's getting healthy. Their backhand is probably one of the best defense in this playoffs. So I'd watch for this team. I think they're going to do something special. We'll see what happens. Detroit versus Nashville. Taking Detroit 6 games. You know why I take Detroit in 6 games? Experience. 2, Lidstrom. 3, Howard. 1, Todd Bertuzzi, um, Johan Franzen, and Thomas Holmstrom. These guys are going to drive the big goalie, Pekka Rinne, nuts. They'll be in front of him all game long, tipping pucks in all day long. So those will be the reasons why Detroit will win this in 6. And Detroit usually beats Nashville anyway when it comes to playoffs. They usually get out of the first round. It's only when they're the high seed they feel the pressure and then they lose. But they'll beat Nashville. Even though that Nashville went out and got some good players, they got back Radulov, but Radulov won't do anything in this series. Paul Gaustad won't do anything in this series. So in the end, it's going to come down to timely goals, timely everything. So I'm taking Detroit in 6. I think they'll win this one. Won't be that easy, but it will look pretty easy. And then you go to Phoenix and Chicago. I'm taking Phoenix to win this series in 4 games. You know why? I think the Chicago Blackhawks goaltending is really suspect. Even with Jonathan Tape's coming back, it won't be enough. I just feel Chicago just doesn't have it this year. It's been kind of a disaster of a year. It hasn't been the Chicago Blackhawks that we're used to seeing. Real fast team, score lots of goals, make things happen. So I really feel that Phoenix are going to be moving on to the second round. So that's all I got to say, folks. Thanks for watching. This is the one, the only Mark Spencer for NHL Playoffs preview. First round of action. We'll see you in the second round of the playoffs. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is Mark. Peace. Enjoy the games.